Our first A race in the 800s is on the track now. Of course, we had the 2,000 metre steeplechase A races earlier on, but now we are back with the women's 800 metre A race, and this is one absolutely packed full of quality. We'll get the start list up in a moment's time, but it's going to be a very, very quick one. There it is on your screen then. Molly Hudson, Lucy Armitage, Sarah Smith, Kai Malanga, Ava Lloyd, Heine Ikonen, Hannah Cameron and Abigail McAndrew. Apologies there, my voice just getting caught in my throat. Just the excitement for this A race. It's going to be a very, very quick one. But Ava Lloyd then the fastest this year, the under-23, 2:02.66. Her best performance, and that's a personal best for her as well. And Kai Malanga the best on PBs, 1:59.35. She's the only one in this field to have broken 2 minutes, so it'll be interesting to see how close we can get to this. Remember, our fastest women's 800 metres so far today has been that 2:04 from Jill Cherry. So they'll be looking to dip underneath that. And Ava Lloyd, the fastest this year, will be the one to take us round it. But some absolutely huge talent. I mean, we mentioned Ava Lloyd there and Kai Malanga, but Lucy Armitage, semi-finalist of the World Unis over the 800 metres, so incredible talent there. Her PB is 2:03.02. That was run at the Birmingham Grand Prix a few weeks ago. That was back in June. She was fourth in her heat at the UK Champs just last week. So we've got quality absolutely packed into this A race, and I'm excited to see where that takes us as we do get underway. And we look to reach that break point. Our pacemaker definitely keeping out of trouble there. Kidakula has been asked for 58 seconds through the first 400 metres. The rest of the pack is just sitting off that slightly. Kidakula getting out very, very quickly. They're chasing her down now, 200 metres in. And she just looks like she relaxes ever so slightly. But the rest of the field all strung out, keeping out of trouble. Not too congested yet. And now as they close her in, that string just tends to close up ever so slightly. But that's Kai Malanga on the inside there. And now coming around, Ava Lloyd stamps her authority on the race. And she'll take this on as our pacemaker moves wide and steps to the side. Ava Lloyd, the under-23 of Wigan and District, takes control, Hannah.
To see Ava Lloyd come through in under 60 seconds, that could be one of the fastest first lap splits she's ever done. She's a brilliant 1500 metre runner. That's her super strength, that's her comfort zone. She finished like a train at the British Champs, Ava Lloyd, and I think perhaps she knows she's got more in the tank, and this is aggressive from Ava Lloyd. Kai Malanga is right there. This could be one of her best runs of the season, but at the moment Ava Lloyd in control of this A race.
Yeah, she absolutely is. And like you say, Hannah, the 1500 metre pedigree in Lloyd is fantastic. She's got 4:07 season's best at the 1500s over in Meeting the Kaya in France. She was fifth at the UK Champs over the 1500 metres, so we know she's got the strength, but now she's being challenged in this final 150 metres or so. It's going to be tight as we come down that home straight. It's going to get very, very close, and that's Lucy Armitage now coming around on the outside, the World Uni semi-finalist. Lucy Armitage, she wants this win. Kai Malanga's battling hard for it, but it's going to be all about Armitage now. In the Adidas strip, she takes the win, 2:01.01. Lucy Armitage, a Sale Harriers athlete, and she's got a huge personal best. That's a couple of seconds knocked off that for her, and a fantastic performance this late in the season. We'll have to wait for it to be confirmed to see if it can be rounded down underneath that 2:01 mark, because that is really, really quick.
Brilliant run from Lucy Armitage. I think it was set up perfectly for her. I mean, Ava Lloyd, perhaps with that 1500 metre background, thinking she didn't want to leave it to a sprint finish. She wanted to try and run two quite evenly paced laps. But in the end, she did come under a lot of pressure from Lucy Armitage and from Kai Malanga, who ran brilliantly here. When we were last here a couple of years ago, she ran a 2 dead. So I think Kai Malanga did create that springboard, though, for Lucy Armitage to then kick on again in the last 70 metres. And a big breakthrough there for Lucy Armitage to go from 2:03 to 2:1. And as you say, Rosie, we've seen some kind rounding down here tonight at Trafford, so that would be exciting. Perhaps that's what Lucy Armitage is staring across the track there to see what time comes up on the scoreboard.
Yeah, she'll be really eager. But you're right, Hannah, I think she really did feed off that move from Kai Malanga there. She almost slingshotted round the outside and just fed off that momentum. And sometimes when you start to get that slingshot feel in your legs, you really can accelerate further than what you knew you had in you. And Lucy Armitage, a breakthrough race at the end of her 2025. So hopefully we see her again. But of course, it is getting to that time of the year where some athletes are deciding to hang up their track spikes and focus on the road or the cross-country training for a couple of weeks before we get into those seasons. But Lucy Armitage, absolutely fantastic there. We'll keep an eye on the results as the men's A race is up next.